Welcome to Start Excellence, here to help minorities become money savvy and live the life they deserve. I introduce people to things they don't teach you in school, such as fixing personal credit, building business credit, and how to stay at hotels free. What's up, YouTube? I'm going to be giving you guys a little free game on how you can build up your CPN and make money with it by attaching them to businesses. I'm able to get unlimited bank accounts and CAs. The problem with people using CPNs nowadays, they've been using pre-mades and the license numbers be random. You can't get bank accounts with that or do real business. You have to have a valid license number matching the name. In order to do that, you have to add your CPN as a partner in your business and use them as a personal guarantee. That's the best thing to do. And if you don't want a personal guarantee, all you have to do is build out a strong business profile so you don't have to PG. Where these folks keep staying on the same bullshit, that's cool because they won't burn up the real sauce. It's all kinds of ways to make money with this shit. And people do the same old things, getting phones, full credit card approvals, apartments, and stuff like that. But they can't get past the license part. It's a trick to it, and that's what they're not telling you, and that's what's not on YouTube. It's not on Google, and it wasn't taught in school. You can make money with phones and all that, but you're limited. You could literally do anything with CPN. I got a rental house in mind. Now, once you learn the game, it'll change you and your family's life. Knowledge is power. Money comes along with it after. It's about who you know, what information you know, and how you use it. I learned to just use CPNs and keep building. I'll be doing credit sweeps on my CPNs and social security numbers. I clean up my old CPNs, credit report the ones that I burned, but now they're all good because I went back and removed the inquiries and negative items. As I was saying, they're all good now. I don't burn my CPNs and I don't advise people to burn them either. You could get cars in your CPN, pay them, and take them to CarMax to cash them in. They'll cut you a check, but it's more than CarMax. All the car companies, they'll cut you a check when you sell them the car. So that's some more sauce right there. That'll put good money in your pocket. So let's say you know someone that has a car they want to pay off. You could pay the car off, then receive full ownership, then turn around and sell it and cash out, if that makes sense. That's the easiest big money play out to get you a lump sum. No one wants to have to go out and get 10 iPhones and sell each iPhone for $1,000 a piece just to make $10,000. When I just told you could get a car, trade it in, or sell it, and they'll cut you a check. Another thing I want to advise is that you always go for the bigger, secure cars. Don't do 200. Do as much as you can because it's still their money at the end of the day. And that first card is going to have a dramatic effect on your credit profile. Apple Card is giving out good limits. You could reset an iPhone, set one up to your CPN profile info. They pull from TransUnion. So, which means for people that's not familiar with credit, they'll check your TransUnion credit report. And if you have 680 or better on TransUnion, you got good odds of getting this card. They'll ask for ID most of the time. That's why you need to have your documents before you get into anything. You can also do the Capital One play. It's going to take you 3 months. You should have a CPN that's built up and use it as a co-signer with your other one. Plenty of plays out there. Think about it. Whatever you could do in your own name, you can do in your CPN's name, besides a couple things, a few different things. It can't be used for mortgages unless it's a private mortgage. It can't be used for employment, anything interest-bearing, government programs such as food stamps, Section 8 housing, things of that nature. If you don't have any trade lines or credit history and you want to get a good boost to your credit score, you should use the UCC one. It works for business and personal credit report. There's been a lot of questions regarding CPN, so I'm going to answer a few here. One being, how do I get an ID in my CPN's name? It's different ways to do this. You could fake an ID or go to the DMV and request a replacement. They'll ask you for 2 pieces of identifying documents. You could use a utility bill and a birth certificate. Please be wary when you're purchasing a DL or ID for your CPN. There are many scammers. If you choose the falsified documents route and you need help finding a solid connection to get both digital and physical copies, contact me. I'll be able to lead you in the right direction. Another thing I get a lot is what all will come with my new CPN. When you're setting up a CPN or receiving a new credit profile number, it'll include name, address, phone number, email, full 9-digit social security number, the driver's driver's license number, mother's maiden name, date of birth, and maybe even access to credit monitoring. For example, Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, etc. How long will it take for me to have a successful up and running CPN? Typically, it takes 2 to 4 weeks, maybe sooner. It depends on when trade lines post to the credit report. If you were to create my CPN for me, how much would it cost? We have several different packages with different options and benefits of each, so the prices will vary. If you're looking to build your credit up yourself, you could purchase a blank CPN package from us. And if you already have a CPN, what we could do for you is set up a public records file. Public records is a file that we'll set up for you to make sure it looks like you've been around for a while and not someone that has just popped up yesterday with a CPN number. Most creditors are very aware of CPN numbers. Now when they pull your credit, they also go to the public records domain to look for you. Without public records file, the credit bureaus will flag you as a ghost and you will not be able to obtain credit anywhere. This is a must do. You must add public records to your CPN or social security number. Do you really understand how your social security number is used? The Social Security Administration was created during the Great Depression. The federal government's intention was to allow Americans to save for our retirement so that we may live in our senior years. Like it or not, that was the plan. Over the years, the Social Security number, which was intended to identify your retirement accounts, has become a tool for the government and other private organizations to track us in numerous ways. Although that was not the original intent of the Social Security number, it has become an easy way for different organizations to identify us. For example, you are often asked for a Social Security number for a new bank account, credit union, when you're applying for a driver's license. So why do these organizations insist on requiring Social Security numbers to identify you? Because we allow them to. The sole purpose of your Social Security number is for tax and Social Security use only. The law states that no federal, state, or local government agency may deny you any right, privilege, or benefit due to your refusal to provide your Social Security number. For any other reason than producing money for a retirement account with the Social Security Administration, the IRS, and your employer today. Credit bureaus are not legally allowed to require your Social Security number, so can I use my CPN or Social Security number on credit card applications? Yes, you could use your credit profile number to obtain major credit cards, department store cards, gas cards, auto loans, bank loans, and any other type of financing you desire. Say you open up a Best Buy store credit card, get 10K limit, cash this out buying tons of laptops and selling them. Assuming you made 80% from selling the merchandise, at this point you're sitting at around 8,000 profit from burning this profile. Creditors will assume your CPN had a midlife crisis and messed up in his life and wasn't able to pay his bills on time. His credit score will drop down astronomically quickly. Your CPN profile will be burnt and you're nearly 6 figures richer. Say you're running 5 profiles at a time. You could use the money from the first CPN to pay off the high balance bills from the others and continue building up their credit. You could burn all 5 profiles at once, then completely retire from fraud. You could keep 2 to 3 that you built for 3 to 4 years and cash those out for about $150,000. Sky is the limit, no limit to how many profiles you could have. You just need long-term access to multiple addresses where you could get cards sent for many months to come. Again, I don't advise that you burn your CPN numbers. We are not lawyers and this should not be considered legal advice in any way. And these are just the things that are being done in the world we live in. This is for educational purposes only. I want my viewers to have a full insight on the credit system and what fraudsters are doing to obtain money using CPN numbers. We are only sharing what has worked for us and thousands of other people who are tested and put this information to use. I just try to read and elaborate, share my story, process, and progress in the best way possible. Nothing stays the same. Please note that data points change all the time. What works in the past may not work today or tomorrow. This is why you must understand the knowledge and the loophole to stay updated with new opportunities. That way you could take advantage of the credit system. We've been working very hard, family. There's more that goes on in the background than you see. I truly appreciate the support. The systems are almost in place. Group calls, private seminars, mentorship, and live workshops are all coming soon. And the goal is all to grow together and communicate with each other. I'm going to be opening up a place for you guys to network and speak amongst each other, see each other's results, hosts discuss important topics plus share information. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the support.